Welcome to Jurassic Park. Again, life, finds a way. Remember that time we brought dinosaurs back? Yeah, me too. Turns out those prehistoric party animals are way more than just movie monsters. They're a captivating window into a past that still has scientists scratching their heads and probably checking their coffee for tranquilizers. So buckle up, Buttercup. We're about to take a trip back in time. No mosquito blood required. We'll dig into the weird, the wild, and the downright unbelievable world of dinosaurs. Just remember, if a T-Rex wants to play fetch, throw the stick and then run in the other direction. Fast. Hold on to your butts. Dino Variety Pack. From tiny terrors to towering tyrants. First things first, let's dive into the incredible variety of these ancient creatures. Not all dinos were bus-sized behemoths with a taste for lawyers. Some were small, nimble, and just as fascinating. Sure, you had your apex predators like the T-Rex, basically a land shark with an overbite, ruling the prehistoric food chain. And let's not forget the long-necked herbivores, munching on trees like it was an all-you-can-eat salad bar. These gentle giants were the skyscrapers of their time. But dinosaurs were a diverse bunch, each adapted to their unique environments and roles in the ecosystem. Imagine a prehistoric punk rock band. You've got your lead singer, the Velociraptor, small but fierce, probably stole your wallet and your heart. Then there's the bassist, Stegosaurus, sporting more plates than a medieval knight, ready to defend itself with its spiked tail. On drums, Ankylosaurus built like a tank because someone's got to keep the beat when the mosh pit gets rowdy. Its clubbed tail was a force to be reckoned with. And don't even get me started on the feathered fiends. These creatures added a splash of color and flair to the prehistoric world. Some dinos were basically just giant grumpy chickens, strutting around with feathers and attitude, proving that evolution has a sense of humor. Obscure dinos and fun facts. Because everybody loves a little trivia. Everyone knows about T-Rex, the celebrity that gets all the press. But let's talk about the lesser-known dinos, the character actors of the prehistoric world. Ever heard of the Amargasaurus? It had spines like a punk rocker's mohawk, but was probably more into heavy metal. Or the Dinosaurus, with claws so long they'd make Edward Scissorhands jealous? Here's a fun fact. Some dinos had feathers, which is about as glamorous as finding out your favorite action hero collects stamps. And speaking of glamorous, did you know that the Stegosaurus had a brain the size of a walnut? Talk about beauty over brains. Stay tuned for more dino deep cuts, folks. It's like a paleontological podcast in here. Life finds a way. Dino living in prehistoric party pads. Picture this. It's 150 million years ago. The air is thick with the scent of pine and giant dragonflies. Yeah, those were real too. Dinosaurs didn't have it easy. They had to worry about predators, finding food, and probably getting stuck in traffic jams during the Pangea rush hour. The world was a different place back then. The continents were still playing bumper cars, and the climate was warmer than a jacuzzi in Death Valley. But you know what? Life finds a way. Dinosaurs adapted to their environment, which is more than I can say for some people I know who can't even handle a change in the weather. Section 5. Dino News Flash, hot off the fossil press. Hold on to your hats, folks, because the world of paleontology is just as exciting as a raptor chase scene, but with less screaming and running. Imagine the thrill of uncovering secrets buried for millions of years. Scientists are always digging up new discoveries that rewrite the dinosaur story. We're talking new species, new theories about their behavior, and even insights into their daily lives. And maybe even some fossilized leftovers from a prehistoric picnic. Imagine finding a dino's last meal. For example, did you hear about the dinosaur tail found preserved in amber? It's a game changer. It's like finding a perfectly preserved slice of pizza from the Cretaceous period. You know it's old, but you're still tempted to take a bite. The detail is astonishing, down to the feathers. The point is, even after millions of years, dinosaurs still have the power to surprise us. Science is cool, kids. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and who knows? Maybe you'll make the next big discovery. Section 6. Dinomania, they still rule pop culture, even without a royalties clause. Let's face it, dinosaurs are the ultimate movie stars. They're bigger than life, they roar, and they don't even need agents. From the moment they stomped onto the silver screen, they've captured our imaginations, even if they did cause a few nightmares along the way. But it's not just movies. Dinosaurs are everywhere. Books, toys, even those inflatable costumes that make you look like you lost a fight with a bouncy castle. They're a reminder that even after millions of years, extinction doesn't mean forgotten. Section 7. The mysteries continue. What else don't we know? Here's the thing about science. Just when you think you've got it all figured out, it throws you a curveball. Like finding out your favorite dinosaur had a surprising fashion sense. Looking at you, feathered friends. Imagine thinking you know everything about these ancient creatures, only to discover they had feathers, changing our entire perception of them. We still haven't uncovered all the secrets of the dinosaur era. Every fossil we find adds a new piece to the puzzle, but also raises more questions. It's like trying to solve a jigsaw puzzle where half the pieces are missing, and the other half might be from a different puzzle entirely. Did dinosaurs sing? Did they communicate in ways we can't even imagine? Did they have dance-offs to attract mates? Or perhaps elaborate rituals that we have yet to discover? Did they have a secret society where they discussed philosophy and the meaning of life? Or maybe they had their own form of art and culture? We may never know for sure. The more we learn, the more we realize how much we still don't know. And that's what makes paleontology so darn fascinating. It's a never-ending quest for knowledge, filled with unexpected twists and turns. It's like life, really, always full of surprises. Just when you think you have it all figured out, something new comes along to challenge your understanding. Section 8. Okay, one last thing, I promise. So, there you have it. A crash course in all things dinosaur, from the terrifying to the downright bizarre. They were magnificent creatures, and even though they're long gone, their legacy lives on. They remind us that life is resilient, that the planet is capable of both incredible beauty and terrifying power, and that sometimes, even the biggest, baddest monsters can be brought down by a well-placed asteroid. And hey, if we can learn from the past and avoid making the same mistakes, maybe, just maybe, we can avoid sharing the same fate. Just a thought. Now, if you'll excuse me, I hear a certain velociraptor calling, something about a missing wallet.